Have you ever seen something wrong happen and just stood there? Maybe you saw someone being treated unfairly, or witnessed an injustice, big or small, and you felt that knot in your stomach, that voice in your head screaming, "Do something." But then, another voice, a quieter, more cautious one, whispered, "Don't get involved. It's not your problem, we've all been there." It's that moment of hesitation, that split-second decision that defines so much about who we are. There's an ancient saying from the philosopher Confucius that cuts right to the heart of this dilemma. To see what is right and not do it is a lack of courage. It's a powerful statement, isn't it? It doesn't just talk about bravery in the face of physical danger, like a soldier on a battlefield. It speaks to a different kind of courage, a moral courage. The courage to act on your principles, even when it's inconvenient, uncomfortable, or even a little bit scary. Let's break that down. To see what is right. This is the first, crucial step. It implies that we have an internal compass, a sense of justice. We can recognize when a line has been crossed, when someone needs help, or when a situation isn't right. It's that gut feeling, that intuitive knowledge of right and wrong that's fundamental to our humanity. We see a friend being gossiped about behind their back. We see a new colleague struggling and being ignored. We see litter being carelessly tossed on a beautiful nature trail. We see a comment online that's bullying and hateful. We no asterisk it's wrong. The seeing part is often the easiest. Our conscience is pretty good at its job of pointing things out to us. The hard part, the part that tests our character, is the second half of the quote. And not do it. This is the moment of inaction. And Confucius is direct here. He calls it what it is, a lack of courage. It's not just a missed opportunity, it's a failure of character. It's choosing comfort over conviction, silence over speaking up. Why do we hesitate? The reasons are complex and very human. We fear confrontation, we worry about what others will think of us. Will they see us as a troublemaker, a busybody? We might think someone else will handle it, or what difference can I possibly make? This is the bystander effect in action. We diffuse our personal responsibility onto a faceless crowd, hoping someone else will be the brave one. But here's the thing. Courage isn't the absence of fear. True courage is feeling that fear, acknowledging the risk, and doing the right thing anyway. It's about choosing to be an active participant in the world, not just a passive observer. Think about the small moments in your own life. Maybe it was standing up for a classmate in school. Maybe it was admitting you made a mistake at work, even though it was tough. Maybe it was simply picking up that piece of trash on the trail because you believe in protecting nature. These acts, no matter how small they seem, are deposits into your character bank. They build your moral muscle. Each time you choose to act, you make it a little easier to act the next time. You are literally training yourself to be courageous. This idea of moral courage has shaped history. Every major movement for social justice, from the abolition of slavery to the fight for civil rights and gender equality, was fueled by ordinary people who saw what was right and refused to do nothing. They weren't superhuman, they were people who felt fear, but whose conviction was stronger. They understood that their silence would be a form of consent, that by not acting against injustice, they were allowing it to continue. Their collective courage created a ripple effect that changed the world. We stand on the shoulders of these giants, and their legacy reminds us that one person's action, multiplied by many, can redirect the course of history. So, how do we cultivate this courage in our daily lives? It starts with mindfulness. Pay attention to those moments when your conscience speaks to you. Don't dismiss that feeling, acknowledge it. Ask yourself, what is the right thing to do here? Then, consider the smallest possible step you can take. You don't have to single-handedly solve the world's problems. Courage can be quiet. It can be a private message to someone who is being bullied online, saying I'm here for you. It can be gently correcting a friend who makes an insensitive joke. It can be volunteering your time for a cause you believe in. It's about replacing the question, why should I do something, with if not me, then who? Think of it this way. Inaction has a cost. When we see what is right and do nothing, we don't just remain neutral. We chip away at our own self-respect. We teach ourselves that our values are negotiable. Over time, this can lead to a sense of cynicism and powerlessness. But when we act, when we align our actions with our beliefs, we affirm our own integrity, we strengthen our character, we feel empowered, not because we changed the whole world, but because we were true to ourselves. That feeling is powerful. It builds a foundation of self-worth that is unshakable. Let's re-examine that fear of getting involved. Often, our fears are much bigger in our heads than they are in reality. We imagine the worst-case scenario, but the most likely outcome is often positive. People respect those who stand up for what's right. Your one act of courage might inspire others to do the same, creating a positive feedback loop. When you speak up against an unfair comment, you might find that several other people in the room were thinking the exact same thing, but were too afraid to say it. You give them the courage to voice their agreement. You become a leader, not by title or position, but by example. The world is full of righteous causes, big and small, from global challenges like climate change and poverty to the everyday injustices we witness in our communities, workplaces, and online spaces. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel like our individual actions are just a drop in the ocean. But an ocean is made of individual drops. Your drop matters. Your voice matters. Your actions matter. The choice to act is the choice to be part of the solution. The choice to act is the choice to live a life of purpose and integrity. It is the definition of bravery in its most essential form. So, the next time you find yourself in that moment of hesitation, when you see what is right and your mind starts listing all the reasons not to act, remember this ancient wisdom. Ask yourself, do I want to be defined by my courage or by my inaction? Don't let fear make your decisions for you. Choose courage. Choose to do the right thing. It might not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. You will not only make the world a slightly better place, but you will also become a better, stronger version of yourself. That is the true reward of moral courage. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more discussions like this. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Share a time you chose to act, or a time you wish you had. Let's learn from each other, take care, and be brave.